A very good morning, students. I hope you all are doing good. And in today's class, we'll be continuing with the verbs. But before we begin, we have to do the thought of the day. Let's see what is the thought of the day. Everything is easy if you are crazy. Nothing will be easy if you are lazy. So the thought is saying that you'll have to be passionate about something. You'll have to be crazy about something in order to make it easy. So those things which you are crazy about, they are easy for you. But nothing will be easy for you if you are lazy. So that is the thought of the day. Let's see what is the word of the day. Word of the day is content. Content means happy and satisfied. So when you're happy and satisfied, from the next time you can say that I am content. So verbs. Last time also we did verbs. What is a verb? It's an action or a doing word. Verb is also known as action word or doing word. So the words which are denoting some action, words which are showing that something is happening, someone is doing something, then they are called verbs. It expresses action, state of being and belongingness. This we did. So we are doing the revision here. Last time we discussed how verb it denotes action, state of being and belongingness. Three of these things can be denoted by a verb. Action. How we can denote action? Action can be physical or mental. Physical ones can be running, swimming, move, cheer, jump. Mental actions can be think, dream, believe, imagine, things like that. Okay, we also played this game. Like Simon says, these things you have to do this. So when you do this, you are performing an action. Sleep, open, stand, all these are action words. State of being verb, how this verb it denotes the state of something being, that also we discussed. Next we did possessive kind of verbs. Now in today's class, now that we know that the verb is an action word, it denotes action, it denotes state of something and ownership, possessiveness. Now we will see what all are the forms of verb. This is the today's topic, forms of verb. See, in English language, the verb, the action word, it has 5 forms. First one is the base verb, the original word, like sleep. Simple present tense is there. If you are talking in the present tense, we will use the present form of the verb. Present participle form is also there. Simple past tense and past participle. Something is written in the bracket here. That part participles, it always comes with the helping verbs. So let me tell you what are helping verbs. See, I told you that every sentence it has one verb. One verb is there in every sentence. Sometimes there are more than one verbs. There can be 2 also. So when there are 2 verbs, the first verb it acts as the main verb in the sentence. The second verb it acts as helping verb. It is helping the main verb. So like this, 2 types of verb are there. If in a sentence 2 verbs are coming, then one is the helping verb, the other one is the main verb. Further, when we will do the examples, it will become more clearer to you. So these are the 5 forms of the verbs. What is the use of base form of the verb? It is used to denote action in present tense. That's all you need to know. That it denotes the action in present tense. Like I play in the park. The word play, it is denoting action, and this sentence, it is telling us that this is happening in the present tense. We play in the park, you play in the park, or they play in the park. Be it I, we, you, or they. When you're talking in present tense, you will use the base form, the original word. Basically, you will use the original word. Now the past tense. We've already done this once, that the past tense, it is formed by adding D in the end and ed in the end, or yes, so these are added in the base form of the verb. Then it becomes past tense. Past tense is something that happened, that has already happened. In the past, it has already happened. It is past. So if the base form is look, the past tense is looked. If the base form is walk, the past tense is walked. Similarly, smile, smiled. In the last slide, we did play. So what is the past tense of play? Played. We will add ed and make it past tense. Some verbs form their past tense a little differently. So till now I have told you that we add ed and we get the past tense. So this is the simple way. These are the simple verbs. Some verbs, they don't follow this rule. They form their past tense differently. They follow their own rule. For example, eat, ate, go, went. No ed has been added. You cannot add ed in eat and make it eated. No, it is wrong. You cannot add ed in go and make it good. This is not a word. They make their past tense by entirely changing the words. Eat, ate, go, went, like this. And they are also called irregular verbs because they are not following the rules. That is why they are called irregular verbs. Now, the another form of verb is the past participle form. The past participle form of verb is formed by adding different endings such as d, ed, en, t or n to the verb. Look, looked, walk, walked. Ed has been added. Smile, smiled. Eat, eaten. En has been added. Keep, kept. Word has been changed. T has been added. Drive, driven. En has been added. So this past participle, this also is not following some rule, but yes, d, ed, en, t or n can be added. This is the general rule that you should know, that these things are added to make the past participle form of the verb. There are some verbs that form the past participle form in a different way. So some, they don't follow these rules also. D, ed, en, t or n. This rule also they don't follow. Always in English you will find such things who don't follow rules. They are called the exceptions, or other names are given for them because they are not following the rules which are assigned by the English language. So similarly, they don't follow the rule of adding ed, en, t, n. They make their past participle form differently. Let's take a look at few examples such as I had flown to London. Flown. So past participle form. This is the past participle form of fly. Flown. We had begun our project. This is the past participle form of begin. Begin, begun. So you will see that I has been removed and you has been added. So this is a different way. It is not following any rule. Fly, it got converted into flown. So it is a completely different word. They are not following the rules. They are just changing their forms with different words. Now we have done the simple past tense and the simple past form of the verb and the past participle form of the verb here. See, and the rules also we saw. Sometimes both of these forms, simple past and past participle form, they are same. They remain unchanged. Like if this is the original word burn, simple past tense is burned or burnt. Anything can be written. Past participle form is also burned or burnt. It does not change. As I told you, see, their rules are also same actually. In past participle we add ed, otherwise an entirely different word is used. In past participle also we add ed, en, tn. So one of it is ed. So whenever ed will be added, both the form will be same, like burn, burned, burned. Catch, caught, caught. The simple past tense and past participle form of the verb both are same here. And for some, the base form is also same. It does not change itself, like cost, cost and cost. In all the forms of verb, be it any tense, it will remain same. Put, put. It does not change. So, as I told you, there are irregular verbs who don't follow these rules. They are not easy. You will have to remember them. They don't follow the rules. So, this table is full of such irregular verbs who are not following the rules. So, you will have to remember these. Like the original word is be. In the past tense, it becomes was or were. In past participle, it means whenever two verbs are there in the sentence, the first one is acting as the main verb, the other is helping verb. So that is why it becomes past participle. So in the past participle form, it is been. Similarly, begin, began, begun. Feel, felt, felt. And more words are here in this table. So this you'll have to remember because they're not following any rule. Come, came, come. The base form and the past participle form is same, but the past simple tense is different. So you will have to remember these things. So this was the homework that I had already given you. And these are the answers. You can check your answers. And this is the homework I am giving you today. So answers are also given, and this is also your homework for today. Now we are not done with the class actually. We will also do it from our book. So open your page number. First of all, the chapter 9 verb, it's on page number 29. So let's do it from book as well. Wait a second. Open your books till that. So on the screen you can see the 9th chapter verbs. Here it's written that a verb is a word that can be a doing word, showing an action. Doing word which is showing an action. Like Rahul bowls well. It also denotes a state of being. It also shows belonging. So this we have already done. I hope this is clear to you that a verb, it can denote action, it can denote state of being or belongingness. So better you underline it. Showing an action, state of being or belonging. So these three are the functions of verb. This is what verb does. Next. A verb can consist of 1, 2, 3 or 4 words. Deepak wrote a letter to his friend yesterday. Usha is reading now. He will be doing his homework soon. In 5 minutes, she will have been gardening for an hour. So, do you see all these blue words? They are verb. So, never think that verb is one single word. Sometimes it is a single word. Sometimes it is in pair. 2 words are there. Sometimes 3 words are there who are denoting verb. And sometimes 4 words. They come together to show the verb. Basically, the action, state or belonging. They show the action, state or belonging. So even 4 words can be used. 3 forms of verb we have also done. So we have done actually 5 forms of verbs. I told you 5 forms of verb, but in your books only 3 forms are given because they are the only important ones for you. The past form and the past participle form. The present and present participle, it is very easy. We'll do it some other day. It is very easy. That is why it is not in this chapter. These you will have to remember, and that is why it is given. Okay, what all is given? The base form obviously, and then the past tense and the past participle. Let's read. A verb usually has 3 forms. The root or base form of the verb is called the first form of the verb or the present tense. Yes, I told you that base form, it is the present tense, like eat, play, run, walk. They are the original words. The form of verb that refers to an action already completed is called second form of the verb or past tense. Something that has already happened, it is the past tense, like ate, played, ran, walk. All these are past tense. Let's come to page number 30. The third form of verb or the past participle also refers to the action already completed. Third form of verb, it is also denoting the past tense. Eaten, played, run, walk, but its spelling, it sometimes changes. It is also denoting the past, but spelling sometimes changes because it usually comes when there is already one verb in the sentence and it is acting as the second verb. Already one verb is there in the sentence and this is the second verb in that sentence. Then the past participle comes in play and its spelling, it gets changed according to that sentence. That is why it is also denoting past, but it has been given a different name, past participle. So you will have to remember this table here. See, many verbs have same form for both the past tense and past participle. As I told you, many, they have same form for both past and present. Like I told you, burned and burned, both are same. Ed has been added. So here also you will see that some examples are given. Bend, bent, bent. Bring, brought, brought. Buy, bought and bought. See, the past tense and past participle. The past tense and past participle form, it is same. It is not changing. So these are the easy one for you because you only have to change the one form and the other form is also same. See, some verbs have 3 different forms. 3 different forms are used, like arise, arose, arisen. Begin, began, begun. Break, broke, broken. Choose, chose, chosen. So they are having different forms. This you will have to definitely remember, that what is used in the past tense and what verb we use in the past participle. This you'll have to remember. There are some verbs that do not change their form at all. There are some which do not change their form at all. We also did cut, 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 put, put, put. Similarly, read, read and read. See, the pronunciation changes, student. It does not changes its form, but pronunciation changes. This is a special one. Read in present tense, read in both the past forms. It is read. Whenever you are reading a sentence, you will say read for present and read for past. This is something that you should remember. Okay, so these examples, they are same in the present, past and past participle. Even the pronunciation is same, but for this is a special one. Read and read, the pronunciation changes. Let's see some more. What else is in your chapter? Okay, nothing else is there in your chapter. That's all for this chapter. This exercise, I think you can do on your own now that we have done the chapter. So I hope you will do it. And thank you so much, students. I hope you have understood everything and we'll meet in the next class. Bye-bye.